In today's video, I'd like to share with you what's in my bag, specifically what's in my day pack for hikes and birding adventures in the desert southwest of Arizona. Hi, my name is Sarah. Welcome to Lister Bliss, and today I'm going to show you what's in my day pack. Generally, I take one of 3 packs, and it depends on how hot it's going to be, how far I'm going to go. But wherever you are in the desert, you need water. Keep that in mind when you're planning to pack your own bags. So the first bag I mentioned was a hip sack, and that's this. This is what I use as my daily hip sack. It's what I use pretty much as my purse. I'm pretty low maintenance when it comes to purses, obviously, if this is my hiking bag. I have had this bag for about 10 years, and I've used it almost daily for those 10 years. It's traveled extensively around the country and to different countries with me, and I love it. It's a perfect size, and I can attach water bottles to it. It's fairly water resistant, and I will go through each bag individually and show you the contents of what I try to fit in each bag depending on the distance and the temperature of where I'm going. The next bag is, this is an REI day pack. I got this at REI. This is a 2-liter water bladder, and it fits in this bag, and when that bladder's full, there's not a lot of room for extra. So that's why I have to the outside, and I will also slip some things through here. It does have this back pocket as well, as you can kind of see, that you can slide some other things in, and it's padded, which is nice. Oh, this one has a whistle too. This backpack, this is part of the shoulder strap, and there is a whistle attached as part of the buckle for the shoulder strap on this pack. So I like that feature, and I love this pack, and I use this. This is my second most used bag when I go for a day hike. And then this is my largest day pack that I take, and it has a 3-liter reservoir for a bladder reservoir for water. Bungee things here. It has a much bigger volume that it can hold. Sorry, it's hard to do this with one hand, but it has a much larger volume. There's a pack for whatever you want to stuff in the stuff sack, and then the bladder reservoir component. And this one's easier to load in, I would say. I'm trying to show you this part. This will hold the bladder, and this one's also easier to fill. It has a wider mouth. You just put that under the tap and fill your water. So also padded on the back. All right, so those are the bags I have, and now I'll go through and show you what I pack in them. All right, so now that I've shown you the different packs that I take out on day hikes, I'll show you what I put in them. So this is my wallet, and oh, again, this video has no sponsorship whatsoever, no way, shape, or form. But I do have things that I really like, and if you like them as well, I strongly love, is that the word? I really, really love this wallet. It's made in California. I think it's called Allett. Can you see that? Allett wallet, A-L-L-E-T-T. And wherever my wallet goes, there's the National Parks Pass. So showing some love for our national parks. The other thing, so this wallet's kind of water resistant, and it has a little Velcro pocket, and I have my, you can put a key in there, but I put an Apple AirTag in there, because if I were to lose my wallet somewhere, it's hopefully would still have the Apple AirTag in it. So this wallet goes in every pack that I take. Obviously, if I'm going out somewhere I have to drive, I need my wallet with me. And my keys, same thing. I have an Apple AirTag with my keys. So those go in whatever day pack I'm taking. The other thing is sunscreen. So SkinCeuticals is the brand, and 50 SPF is the protection that I recommend for the desert. We have very strong sun out here. If you are not familiar with the Arizona sun, you will be as soon as you get out here. It's very bright. So sunscreen for your exposed skin, and then also just cover up. So wear long sleeves. cover up as much as you can, because anything that's not covered is going to get burnt. So sunscreen, want to have some sunscreen for your lips. This is SPF 30. That's the highest I can find for my lips. Your eyes, don't forget your eyes need protection. The sun is bright and it's just can be almost incapacitating, and especially if you're driving, it's ridiculously bright sun. So sunscreen, sunglasses, sunscreen for your lips, and then because it's so dry here, it's odd that it's so dry here, my eyes water like crazy, but I don't know how the two go together. I have dry eye, and yet when I'm out here, my eyes water like crazy. So I have some lubricant for my eyes because they get really dry. And then that reminds me of my phone. So my phone is tethered to my body, and I use this tether strap, and that just goes over my shoulder, and it's adjustable. And that way I don't have to worry about it falling off of me into the water. And I've also dropped my phone off the boardwalk. So it's tethered to me now, and I love this tether. So sometimes the phone's in my pack, even with the tether, but most of the time it's just around my body. In addition to the phone is a battery pack. I have an auxiliary battery pack because often you're out hiking or birding or taking pictures with your phone, or even just if your phone's just trying to find your location, it can burn up your battery really quickly. So an extra battery pack is really helpful. And usually I have my battery pack inside a Ziploc bag, and then if it rains, I can put my phone in the same bag with my battery pack. Speaking of phones and using your battery, two things. It's nice to download maps of the area you're going, so there can be you can access the maps offline, and you're not using battery power to search for geolocation on your phone if you have the maps downloaded. So do that in advance. I recommend for any hike you're going on, just download some Google Maps or whatever maps. Organic Maps is another app that will allow you to download maps to your phone. So good idea before you leave to have those downloaded. The other thing I recommend is Google Maps has a layer that you can access through your phone for wildfires, and it will tell you where they are, how big they are. I think they tell you when they start. So you just go to Google Maps, the app on your phone, tap on the layers. I'll try and show you pictures, screenshots of this. So the layers is usually in the upper right on the iPhone. And then once you tap on that, it'll open up menus for different layers. And one of the options is wildfires. Select the wildfires layer, and then it will show you a list of wildfires active right now in your area, or perhaps on your route. That's the main reason why I recommend knowing these layers available, so that you can look ahead. And before you leave your house in the morning, look at your route, look at the wildfires, because I have driven through hot zones where they're just charred, and I didn't realize there had been a fire there within the last 24 hours. So it's remote. You're out in remote desert wilderness, and we get wildfires. Replan, reroute if that happens. And that's the next thing. Is it's good to have some sort of water filtration system. Let's see if I can get this the right way. This is one option, and it comes with, so this is a filter, and then it comes with a bag, and then it comes with a couple different things. Some sort of water filtration system. And hard to find water in the desert. And usually if there is water in the desert, it's some sort of cattle tank, which means it's water for the cattle, and it's gross. So I hope I never, ever have to use one of these filters. I have watched videos to see what disgusting, filthy water these are capable of filtering. And so if it's a life or death emergency, I want to have it. However, I hope to God I never ever have to use it. Just a good idea to have a water filter. Depending on the season, I usually have some sort of insect repellent. This is a wipe. I like the wipes rather than the sprays, the liquids, because the liquids can leak in your packs, and the wipes they're really lightweight, and I think they're perfectly effective. And I always have, or I try to have, because if I use them up and I forget to replace them, some kind of lens wipe, lens cleaners. So lens wipes, bug wipes, and then I'll have attached to my bag hand wipes, hand sanitizer. And these are nice because it'll go right through my hip waistband, or attached to any part of your backpack very easily. I mentioned the one bag had a whistle as part of the shoulder strap. If I'm not taking that day pack, then I will put this whistle around my neck. And I learned my lesson, it needs to be around my neck. And I have so many things around my neck when I'm birding. I usually have my readers around my neck. I have my hat's chin strap around my neck. I have my binoculars around my neck. There's so many things around my neck, and then to have one more thing around my neck. But if you fall and you hurt yourself and your whistle's packed in the bottom of your pack, it's going to be hard to get it if your arm's broken. And it may still be hard to get it if it's around your neck, but it may be hopefully a little less hard if it's around your neck. So a strong whistle. I'm often out by myself. So, and even if I were with somebody, I think it's a good idea to have a whistle in the wilderness, because you're often out in places where there's no cell service. And I know you're not supposed to hike by yourself, but it can be hard to find people who hike your pace and are interested in the things you're interested in. So I try to be safe as much as I can. That means I carry a whistle. And I also carry a mirror. So I carry a mirror and a whistle, and I suppose it would probably be smart to have a satellite phone. However, I like to pack light. I like to not have to pay for subscriptions, and satellite phones, my understanding is you have to pay for a subscription. And a mirror is just another extra adaptation that I carry. It small, it's lightweight, and this one's fairly big. So if you need to get someone's attention by redirecting sunlight or flashing the sunlight at them if they're flying overhead, you have that mirror. Take a water bottle. This is my smallest water bottle if I'm taking my hip sack and I'm just going a quick 3 mile on a cool day. I always have a water bottle. And I learned this trick to put duct tape around the bottle, because duct tape can come in handy in so many situations when you're out hiking, and I have seen it used multiple different ways. One way is the sole of the shoe detached from the top of the shoe, and they had duct tape, and you just unwrap it from the bottle, and then you put the tape around your shoe or whatever you need to tape up. So, and it's super lightweight and very handy that way. Have a windbreaker and a water resistant windbreaker, and it just attaches to some part of my pack. It's super lightweight. It's a nice water resistant pack, a windbreaker. I love this, and it's great for when the weather's not expected to be freezing temperatures. If it's going to be really cold, I'll try and stuff this in it. It's a scarf, and it's really long, it's thin, but it can make great layers. So a scarf, some kind of windbreaker, and obviously more if it's colder. You can stuff in their bigger pack, you can stuff a parka, a lightweight parka in there too. All right, so this is what I was looking for, a comb. I have all these flyaways. I could use a combing right now, huh? But that's not what this is for in the desert. We have a very particular reason why we carry combs when we hike in the desert. And I'll tell you, sometimes when I hike, if I'm just walking outside my front door, I can literally walk into the desert from my front door. And I don't, I don't take a pack necessarily. I take a water bottle. And this is just a sling water bottle. But even in this water bottle, I have a comb. because we need combs in the desert. We have these things called cholla cactuses or cacti, and some of them are called jumping chollas, and you would literally think that they could jump at you and attach on you, because that seems like that's what they do. At any rate, they find their way attached to you, and they hurt. They've hurt, and they can attach to your shoe, and you feel it through your shoe into your foot. And they can attach to your pants or even just to your skin, and they really hurt. So the best way to get them off is with a comb. So I recommend a comb. The other thing I always have in my pack is some sort of snack, and I love
I love these orange sorbet Larabars. If I think I'm gonna need trek poles, I'll pack the trek poles. I generally don't carry these because I just hate carrying stuff, anything heavy. These are super lightweight. They have this sort of bridge thing that holds them together. And I tuck them in the bungee, in between the bungee straps in my pack, and then if I need them, they're there, and they're super lightweight. So if I know I'm gonna be on a trail where there's scree, that's the other thing we have in the desert. And I'm not even sure if that's the correct technical term, I've just heard others refer to it as that sort of loose ball bearing type of slippery gravel, especially if it's on a hill, and you just start sliding on it. So and then also sometimes you have to cross water crossings, and it's nice to have some trek poles because those rocks can be slippery. So trek poles, if you think you're gonna need them, you can just slide them through the bungee cord of your pack. And then I just recently bought some bear spray, again, because I'm out by myself, and I have seen bears more than once. I've also seen a mountain lion. I've seen multiple bobcats, lots of javelina. I have no idea if this would work on javelina. And javelina, in my experience, they don't bother me. I've heard a lot of problems with dogs and javelinas. I don't hike with my dog anymore, and when I did hike with him, he was very, very quiet, and I never had any problems with the javelinas. But it's not just, people do have problems with javelinas, with their dogs especially. Like I said, I have no idea if bear spray would work on a javelina, but hopefully it'll work on a bear if I need it. Bear spray. And then I have to mention this, even though it's not necessarily in my pack, but for day hiking in Arizona, you need a hat. Love this hat. It's super lightweight. It keeps me cool. It has the wide brim across the front and this lightweight sort of neck cover in the back that can move with the wind, so it doesn't trap the heat. You can adjust the crown part here, or the cap part here, and it also has a chin strap that you can adjust. And then I also use a tether. You buy it separately, but you can attach the tether to your hat, and then you can attach it to your shirt. Because I have had these hats blow off, even with the chin strap tight against my chin, because the wind will catch the brim, and then your hat blows back. And if you have it tethered, it shouldn't blow off. I like this one too because it covers my ears. Like I said, anything that's not covered up or with sun screen will get burnt. So a cap like this, my ears would get burnt. Oh, but this is a nice cap too. Shout out to Wildside Nature Tours, they're a great group. It has this tether that can come out, and again, you can attach it to your shirt because the wind can be strong on the mountains, it can be strong anywhere, but having a tether for your hat is extra nice so you don't lose your hats all the time. All right, I think that's about it. Let me know what I forgot. If you have any other tips to share, please share them in the comments. All right, so that's all I have in my pack, and please share any suggestions you have, any recommendations, and if you have questions, go ahead and ask. I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time, stay hydrated, stay safe, and we'll be out and about.